Well, good morning, YouTubers and Facebookers and anybody else listening. Yeah, I got a sore on my mouth. But anyway, today I am going to go ahead and just do a bit of a review. I promised these guys I'd do a review on this Note 3 over here. And for my initial results, my initial planning, it's a pretty decent phone. Got the Note 3 right here. It'll turn itself on. Hopefully the camera will focus. And there we go. As you see, it's the Note 3. Decent phone. I got some little widgets on mine as well. As you can see, I got this one right here, which enables me to, turn off different things. There's a calendar app right here, if I can focus in again. Well, anyway, so this is technically a clone of a Note 3. This is the HTC Galaxy N9006 or 2, also known as the HTC Galaxy Note 3 Max. This has got the MTK 6589T processor, I think, with 2 gigs of RAM. This is a pretty decent phone, I ain't gonna lie. You're not gonna get 4G LTE out of these devices, don't even think about it. But it is quick, it's reliable. This one's got 16 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of ROM and 16 gigs of RAM. 2 gigs of RAM. The only harp I have to really say on this phone, if I'm going to have a harp, is the lack of 4G LTE. But then again, even with the original Samsung Galaxy Note, at least with the Exynos edition, you're kind of limited to 3G or 3.5G, which is actually 3++, HD, HSP or HPS A+++, which is 42 megabits per second, 3G. So. On to the pros on this phone. It's got the whole full TouchWiz Android interface from Samsung. Got the TouchWiz here. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I got Danielle Diesel on my from American Pickers as my wallpaper. I really do like her. She's a very classy woman. She's very bright. So anyway, back to that. I don't want to even go on for days with her. And then it's got the S Pen, of course. So you got the S Pen, it's pretty neat. The S Pen works, button works, everything works. Not much harp there. Look at my lighting. My lighting in my room is horrible. It's too bright. Then we got, let's see, different. Here's the apps and menus. So basically, it's full TouchWiz. You get on the original Galaxy Note, so the S4. S3, S2, all the since Samsung pretty much, everything but the Exhibit pretty much has TouchWiz. So let's see, what else could I really say about the phone? The other gripe I really have is there's a slight issue with the GPS. I've already made a new script for it, so the GPS is working a-okay now. It does work. It takes a little while to lock into a satellite, but it's working, so I can't really complain about that either. I'm going to try to plug it back in. Now, I wanted to state a few things, though, when you get this phone. As you can see, I'm a bit red because of too much sunlight the other day. Okay, there's going to be about 3 hypes on this phone that are really annoying. One, battery life. The stock battery is it says it's 3200 milliamp. It probably is 3200 milliamp. But you've got to realize in China, the battery technology is kind of piss poor, really. So you're probably looking at really 2200 milliamp, not even that, the equivalent, because of how they manufacture the batteries. The batteries are manufactured basically like someone takes a poop, and pretty much you got a battery. So it's pretty bad. So on that side, the second thing I did is I upgraded to the Samsung Galaxy Note 3's official battery with this version of the clone being a 1:1 scale. It supports that one as well as any case you can have. I have the USB 3.0 version on mine. I got USB 3.0, so that's kind of nice to have. So that's another thing as well. Some of these have USB 2.0, some of them have USB 3.0. Do your research on these phones before you go yay and buy them, and know what you're getting into. They're good phones, don't get me wrong. Fastcard Tech's really good. It takes them forever to ship, but other than that, they are fine. They are great. They have great communication. I've talked to a few of the people in there, You know, there's a girl that I was talking to, I think her name was Chin. She's very sweet and very beautiful, very loving person. Just we and her were having a conversation back and forth via voice chat, and she was very helpful in getting it to pass customs. That's one of the things. Depending on where the custom it goes through, if it goes through freaking Chicago, the customs over there is terrible. Chicago's like they steal phones. They're bad. I've lost 2 phones shipping out and shipping to customers and shipping to other people and shipping to companies and yada yada yada. And I had to do recalls on them because of frickin' customs. They've come back cracked. You know, the only problem, I've like this one here, it came back and it's got the battery tray doesn't pop it. The battery cover doesn't pop properly into the top, but you know, that actually is another problem with these. Is other than that, I don't know. I mean, I had a Motorola Atrix 4G, and I had that phone for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I love that phone. Don't get me wrong. The 4-inch AMOLED, 960 by 540p screen, pretty decent. But you know, this one's actually got full 1080p, which is pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie, it's bright as heck. I mean, at night, I literally have to squint. I wear sunglasses during the day because I have a problem with light. As you can tell, I'm squinting right now, and my eyes are straining because they hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's a decent phone. I mean, if you told me that it was a Note 3 and I wasn't familiar with Android, I would actually believe it. It's a stellar phone. I don't have any complaints with it. You know, the TouchWiz interface is decent. It's what it is. It's got multi-window S Pen support. So I want to give these guys, Fast Car Tech, I want to give them a 4 out of 5 on this one. The reason I want to give them a 4 out of 5 is a couple gripes I have. Is the fact that the battery sucks. The stock battery sucked. It came with 2. Well, good on them. They gave you 2, and I'm glad they did, because you're looking at frickin' 3 hours battery life. Let's see. That's about it really on that one. I promised I'm gonna do a review. I've just been too lazy to do it. I've not felt well. I'm tired. We got this. Excuse me. We got this huge spiritual shift going on, and then yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. I'm sure a lot of people have. I got pains in my lower back, and my heart chakra is kind of resonating at a different frequency, and it's affecting my crown and giving me headaches. So, with that, namaste, and just be.